back for another award-winning YouTube video on the Tube Review. This video is pulled from the archive of March 30th, 2017, 2 years ago. And I like this camera angle I have here. I don't know why I didn't decide I liked it back then and use it more often, but I'm definitely going to use this more often. I think I propped the back of the camera up to get a better down view of the table, and it worked. I don't know why I didn't recognize that before. I'm definitely going to do this more often. You can see the whole table more clearly now, and you can even, and because it's zoomed in, you can tell the 8 from the 6, and in the other view you couldn't tell which was which. They both, looked black. Yeah, we're going to do this more often. An issue comes up here, and it's on the 3-ball. And you ask yourself, what right now, where would you get on this 3-ball, and where would you shoot it? That's going to leave you, good position on the 4-ball to get to the 5-ball. And the problem is we have another beach ball in the way, and that's the 7-ball. We do have a path. If I leave the cue ball exactly where the 2-ball is and just pull a stop shot or real easy roll up and just leave the cue right there, this is makeable. This 3 is makeable in this corner. It's hard to tell here, but it is. The problem is if we come up a little bit short, the 7 is going to block it. I'm not going to be able to see the whole ball to make it in the corner. And if we go a little long and get too deep in this side pocket, the 4 is going to block it. We have almost like no margin of error, like 0 margin of error. I have to get perfect on it. So if I leave the cue ball in the center of the table, it's going to be easy to get perfect on it because I'm not going to have to move the cue ball much. The more you move the cue ball, the more it can go wrong. If you're barely moving the cue ball at all, it's easy to be perfect. If you're moving the cue ball a lot, your odds decrease real quick. Shooting this 1 ball, we're shooting this 1 ball to get back out to the center of the table. And a lot of amateurs make the mistake of putting too much left-hand English on the 1 ball and forcing it down to the rail, and the left-hand English takes when it hits this rail, and it sends the cue ball up in that direction, and now you're taking a chance of hitting a 9 or getting behind the 9 or hitting the 5 or getting behind the 5. None of those things you want to do. So we're just going to avoid all that and just put a little bit of English, because we're moving the cue ball so much here. A little bit of English is going to send it on a slight angle, but since the distance is so long, we're going to be perfect by the end of it. And we're going to avoid getting hooked and doing something stupid. So just a hair, like not even a half Q-tip of left-hand English with the top English. And you can see, went a little bit long. I would have rather been center table, but I went probably 4 or 5 inches long. But all we're doing here is just rolling up very softly and just leaving the cue ball exactly where the 2-ball is. There I am, double checking that path. Have to be perfect there, but like I said, it was easy to get perfect there. So now I believe I go down to the other end rail, and I put a little too much top on it, and I wind up hitting the 4, which goofs up my plan of shooting this 4 into the side, which would have took perfection to get exactly straight in behind the 4 to just roll up for a corner shot on the 5. Too much. Too much top. Again, well, top's considered English. Too much of it. Too much of a good thing. And I believe here's where Robin, the lady who runs the place, comes in and she needs my help to do something. So I'm going to fast forward through this part until I get back. And we'll resume from there. We could just sit here and stare at the table and analyze the rest of these balls. But we can do that as we're shooting. So, okay, I'm back. So now I have to shoot this 4 in the corner and just roll up. And I'm using this 6 as a bumper. I don't remember if I actually bumped it, but the tangent line from the cue ball to the 6 ball, if I shoot this in the corner, is aiming directly at the 6. So this is one where I don't mind bumping, because bumping it is going to leave me straight in on the 5. I don't want to shoot this in the side. I could shoot in the side, but the only pocket I have for this 5 ball would be in this side, and even if I get perfect on it, it's still going to be a pretty drastic cut in the side. There's just too much can go wrong, and again, you can snooker yourself behind that 9 ball if you try to shoot it in the side. So let's just utilize that. I pulled it back. I put a little bit of draw on that, and I shouldn't have done it. I should have just hit it dead center ball, and I would have hit the 6, but luckily I didn't snooker myself behind it. This, I'm putting draw on this, and I don't have to. All I have to do is stop it right there and shoot the 6 in the corner and just roll up on the 7. I guess I just felt a little cocky and decided to show off my draw shot. I got a good position on it to get on the 7, but he wound up getting on the rail. Not good. The only good thing about it is I had to. Actually, I shouldn't have rolled up on this at all. I'm just an inch or two, and I went to that rail, and that was stupid because it left me not straight in, but not much of an angle to get back to this 9 ball. And this is a scratch shot. I've shot it a million times, and a million times I've either scratched or came very close to scratching. If we go, this is that 2-railer shot. If we force it with a lot of top and a little bit of right-hand English to hit this short rail, just the bottom of that long rail, and come out here, it's heading straight into that side pocket. So you got to be careful with this. And this is going to leave me shooting over that side pocket. Yeah, that's top right, and I shot it crazy. Another inch, and I'm scratched, and I lose the game there. This particular shot, I've learned the hard way to just stay down, make sure your stroke is straight, keep that bridge planted on the table. Don't move your body, don't move anything, just concentrate on, I'm straight in, and shoot it softly. I've shot it hard a million times, and I've missed it a million times, and I finally drilled it through my head. Just focus on the basics of pull, bridge, stroke, stance, staying down, following through. It just put all your focus on hitting the center of that 9 ball. No, well, I have to put a little bit of top English on it, but softly. Boom. That's it. That's what concentration will buy you. It's a lot of work, but you don't run 8 balls and then dog the 9. You just don't do it. It's the cardinal sin of 9 ball. I don't know. The basic lesson of this video is don't overuse English. English is a great thing. It can do a lot of great things for you, and people tend to overuse it and get in a lot of trouble. And an old man used to say to me, I spent half my life learning how to use English and another half of my life trying to get the hell away from it. If you don't have to use it, don't use it. If you do have to use it, don't use too much of it. That's it. Here comes that heater again. I have to go before that kicks on. It will mute out everything. So that's it. Another video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace, everybody.